Hi, good morning. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Today I got something. This is 2000 BCE. 2000 before Christ. This is 4000 years old. This idea of popping rice. Hi, good afternoon. Today is, as my nephew calls it, MOO-MUA. Yeah, today is going to be a fascinating new thing. So I'm trying something new. Um, and please, I'll wait for a few seconds. All of you come on. Once you've joined, then I'll tell you some fascinating things about this. What a food item. Matlab, shelf life, longevity, lots to discuss. Hang on, I'm just making sure that I'm with you and the stream is reaching you well, the audio is reaching you well. If you can't hear me or there's something wrong, please just chat and tell me. I am my tech support today. Okay, so today I'm going to be making this. Do you know what this is? These are puffed rice. Let me just bear with me for a few more seconds while the stream gets stabilized and all of you join in. Once you've come in, then we shall start the story of the MOO-MUA. Yes, it is a phenomenal thing. It is onions are going to be primary here. Two beautiful red onions, fresh chilies from the rooftop, and cherry tomatoes. There is something really awesome about the MOO-MUA. It's actually called murmura, kurmura. In Maharashtra, it's called churmure. It's called. It's a beautiful piece of food, and I will have a chat with you guys more about it as you join in. So please come and say hi, so I know you have joined in. Otherwise, there is no way for me to know that you have joined the stream. Cool. And I will show you what are the preps that are needed. So let me first get this onions out of the way. They need to be cleaned and to be ready for the next step in the journey. And onions are key. Before that, what is key is the sharpening of the blade, because a dull blade will increase the workload. Fair? So we should sharpen the blade. If you're here, please come say hi. Today is a fantastic, very fantastic salad. It's actually called Bombay snack. You know, if I'm not wrong, this was published as the Indian salad, rice salad. I don't know if, okay, let's wait for a few people who are going to join us from outside Pardes. They will tell you. I think it is called the Indian rice salad. That is how the name came about for the Firangis, for the foreign peoples. Yeah, so we'll start with first what? We have to sharpen the blade. That's always going to be the first job. This channel's name is Dhar Lagao. So we do this for knives very nicely. How do we do it for our brain? By now you should know the answer. Hey Brian, what a good, this is good timing, bro. You have joined the stream in great time. How are you? What's happening? Look what I have today. Do you know what this is? What do you call it? Yeah, I know, puffed rice. Sure. But you know how old this thing is? It's 2000 years before Christ. I've got lots of fancy stuff. This was invented in India. What I'm making today. It's a salad which you should make. If you want to impress an Indian chick, let me tell you, an Indian woman, if you want her attention, learn to make this. Forget your pasta. Believe me. No, I'm talking about Indian chicks. Yeah, well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because she's going to compare you with her neighborhood bhelwala and you will lose. It's called bhel. So hi, bunch of you, please come and say hi so I know you've joined in. So we can proceed with this power-packed lunch. It's actually a snack, okay? And it's very, look at this what I have today, Brian. No, this is not from the roof yet. But I've got cherry tomatoes and chili. So I'm going to make something called thecha, okay? This is for you. In fact, I was hoping you would join this. I'm hoping more people from outside India can join in, because that's one of the things that I want you to experience. Maybe till you don't come to India. This is the most Indian thing that you can eat, the most Bombay thing that you can eat. It's called bhel, Bhel, not to be confused with Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. That's also called bhel, but you can't eat that for obvious reasons. But this you can, and this is great stuff. So let's get started. Okay, first let me show you what's on the spit. What's happening on the, what is the spit? The spit is where we put our heat. Okay, this is interesting. Sorry, I'll have to do this manually. Now look at this. What I did was I got some peanuts and I've sort of roasted them so they become nice and crunchy. This is cumin. You should take this down. This is the first time I'm also doing it. Hey, listen, I forgot to get the garlic. Garlic is important, and you need this. This has got a range of stuff, man. Yeah, if you're seeing this for the first time, be prepared to be amazed. There's a lot that goes into this and a lot that comes out of it. And it's a fantastic meal in itself. It is probably the best thing that you can do any lunch. And I'll tell you how the story came about, okay? Now, what is happening is I think I'm short of garlic. I should have had more garlic. Extra garlic would have jumped this up, but that's all right. We'll do with what we have. You've seen the garlic cannon before. We'll keep this ready on standby. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop everything. This is how this thing works, okay? You chop everything up and you put this into a big bowl. I'll show you the bowl. And then you toss it quickly. The idea is to toss it quickly so you can get, you know, this is Bombay. This is Mumbai. All the flavors tightly packed, contained, fresh, and what happened, it's fast, as in we don't know what happened yesterday. You live in LA, Brian, so I'm sure you know you can relate to this feeling. But yeah, this is what is this. This is fast, quick, and these rice flakes are damn cool. Okay, how they make them? I'll tell you a lot more. Let me first take stock of what has to be done, because lest I forget what has to be done. This is a tricky thing. You can't just rush it, and you can't be distracted. This is one of those things where you need to pay attention. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the chilies. These chilies will undergo some heat. They will be cooked. Okay. Yeah, they will. I think 3 chilies should be enough, because these are from the roof and they are murderous. Yeah, they can take life. No, it's not that bad actually. I'm sorry, babies. They are strong. Yes, I will give another one. 4 of them. Yes. So what I'm making is called thecha. Brian, this is for you. You'll have to use this syllable. Can you say this syllable? Cha. Cha. Can you try? Cha. It's like T-C-H-Z. You go cha. Cha. Try it. Yeah, you should be doing this for the next couple of hours. Cha. Cha. So this is a syllable. Okay, it's very similar to the syllable ana. Hindi is a crazy language, man. Urdu is even crazier. But anywho, the reason I brought this up, sir, is because what I'm making is called thecha. So the idea is it gets you doing, meaning it's so spicy and it's hot and this leaves a imprint on your tongue, your mind. And if you try using other parts of your body, it will leave a memory there too. So don't do it. So it's made from fresh chilies, garlic, and what I'm doing now is, look, this is what I'm going to do. I am putting this together. It's just going to roast for a few minutes on heat. Cool. It's a hot pan. These chilies will roast for a bit. Then I will, in fact, I don't need to squish garlic, but I think let's do it. Or should we do the raw garlic? Let's do without squishing. No cannon today. Skipping the cannon. And we'll go, you'll see shortly what I'm doing. Sorry, bear with me. This is going to pick up pace soon. For now, just bear with me. If you can follow along. So there are 5 things that are going to go into this. 4 things. 5 things. 4 things. 4 things that will go into this. Okay. This is the chilies. It's a hot pan. Chilies are in. All right. Next, what comes up next? You can see them. They're going to start getting charred. That I'm looking to I am looking for this. Keep the heat high. Next, we've got these roasted peanuts. You will start to smell. The aroma will start to waft. Hey man, Shaz, what's up? Hi, Yellow Dayak. How are you, man? I read about the Dayaks, bro. I didn't know. Hey, Akshay, what's up? Hi, man. Look, look at this, what I have today. Do you know what this is? Of course you know it. If you're an Indian, you know what this is. But you should know that this is all over the world. 2,000 years before Christ. Okay, so I put chilies in it. This is homegrown chilies. Garlic. Yeah, this is all for bhel. I'm making thecha. Don't run away. This is crazy. Yellow Dayak, you'll know something about this. You kind of roast stuff together and then you grind it. I'm going to mash this and I will make a nice thecha out of it. As you can see, it's starting to smoke a little. Okay, garlic, chili, garlic, peanuts. Then next goes a little bit of love with the cumin. Cool. And I have just realized that I have not put any fats. I am not carrying any mustard. Man, this is sorry. There's a poor prep here. This should be going into a mustard thing, all right? That's the oil that brings it all together. But since I don't have mustard, what I will do is I will improvise. What do we improvise with? We'll improvise with sesame oil. Okay. Now it's already roasting. The smells are on. I can sense it that it's wafting through the air, filling up my nose completely. Okay. And I will now bash this into a paste. Cool. Let's get these babies out of the way so I have more space to work. These cherry tomatoes will go in all right. They will be used. Yes. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to smash this all together and make a chutney out of it. Brian, if you know an Indian, you will know something about a chutney. So the phrase is, मैं तुम्हारी चटनी बना दूंगी. This is what my mother used to say. मैं तुम्हारी चटनी, meaning to say, I will make a chutney out of you. I'll smash you into pulp that you will be worthy of nothing. Man, I was scared of my mother growing up. So, alright, let's get this show on the way. You're seeing this, it's going to make a little noise. And ideally, there should be some oil in this, some fats in this. So, mustard is what I prefer, but I don't have mustard, so I shall use some. And you can take out the peanut skins also. But since I'm a little lazy and I will be the only one enjoying this, oh man, the smell is good. This is the first time I'm doing it. Usually when I make bhel, I don't go through this much of bother. But this thecha is important because this is what will bring much of the colors, much of the flavors. You know, this thing, puffed rice is used all over. In India, there are at least 4 or 5 names for this. Murmura, jhalmura. Jhalmuri is Bengali. In fact, I'll tell you this. So, Kolkata is a part of the country where a lot of philosophy and street philosophy came about. So, people would be shouting and yelling in the streets. And before the other person is going to present his counter argument, he would say, Iktu jhalmuri dao. It means, Iktu means one, Iktu jhalmuri dao. Get me a jhalmuri. And then you watch my argument. It's a real pumped up stuff, man. This is pumped up kicks. This is what it is all about. This is the food of India, bro. Brian, this is for you. And I hope Dayak is also from a country which kind of loves fresh food. They also, because food has to be fresh. I'm not saying you don't. It's just that I guess the world is different out there in LA, right? By the way, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, this is the Mentalist, TCG Mentalist. This guy's been with me right from the very start, in fact. He's one of the first people who joined onto the stream. And thank you, Brian. Very kind of you to have given me so much time and attention. I hope I have been able to melt your brain. Sorry. Well, I don't mean to do it, but it happens. So I'll give you something to compensate, Brian. I've got a classmate of mine from school. That's when I was a little bit of a duh. Somebody came yesterday telling me this. I'm like Manjula, Apu's wife in The Simpsons. And it took me like forever to figure out what the hell was he talking about. I thought his name is Manjula or her name was Manjula. Well, I don't know, but So if you've joined in, please come say hi so I know you've joined in. Otherwise, there is no way for me to know if you are here in this class. Okay, I'll tell you. Let me tell you something interesting. Okay, this food is made fresh, amazing shelf life, fantastic flavors, local ingredients, and so cheap to make. Why does it sell for so cheap? Hmm, interesting, no? And I just suddenly realized that maybe I have done injustice to my chili needs. This peanut might be a little overpowering. What do you say? I think we should add more chili. Who votes for more chili? If you tell me chili, type in a C or an N. C or an N. More chili, less chili. Come on, quick, you have 30 seconds before I put some chili on the stove. I'll have to roast it. More chili, less chili. Come on, more chili, less chili. More chili, less chili. Give me a vote. I'll show you what this looks like. See, this has been bashed. I'm going to have to bash more. No chili. Charles is saying no chili. Who else? Charles, I'm sorry, but I was going to say C. I will have more chili. More chili, please. Thank you. I'm not really a chili freak, but yes, more chili, please. You know, in Thailand, apparently, they'll make fun of you. The locals will make fun of you if you order medium chili. Unless it's super hot, you are useless. Even Indians, we have a yeah. There you go. I'm not making a pasta, bro. Look what I'm going to. It's going to come out like this. I'll show you what. Just stay around. You love this. This is called BHEL. BHEL. No, it's not an acronym. There is an acronym called BHEL that stands for Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, but that's not edible, at least not by the common people. And it is it's different. That's nothing to do with food. But yeah, and this is the Bhel version. So I think the name Bhelna, it comes from Bhelna. Bhelna means exactly what I'm doing. This like mashing, squashing, hitting everything together. Even though this is really not required because this is not the ingredient that's going to make it's going to make all the difference. But okay, so here's the story. Bhel is an important food item because everybody makes it differently. I'll tell you a fascinating story about where this comes from. Okay, this puffed rice has been eaten for a long time. In fact, it's been eaten for a very, very long time. What happens is you put this rice, the rice itself, when you put this into a hot environment like sand. So it's got hot sand all over it. The water tries to escape from inside the seed. It can't, and because there's a carp that's holding the rice seed together, and the inside the starch, the glucose inside, it crystallizes and it pops and the water escapes, very much like a popcorn. The British called this the Indian rice popcorn or native rice popcorn. That's the name with which this was being traded all over the world. And it is I'm sure you get this in LA. Have you tried this? Do you have access to this? Get this, bro. Keep a few of these bags at home. It's one of the best snacks that you can have. And this is called thecha. What I'm making now is called thecha. Let me first see what खाने का फन खाते और तीखे में है ही है. Advocate of both, bro. So sweet. You said khatte mein, I'm saying, asking tikhe, khatte or khatta or tikka. Okay, so for the rest of you, what Akshay is saying is the fun in food is khatta, sour and spice. Wow, this is such a cool thing that you've raised, Akshay. You know, spice, you've seen that show on YouTube where this guy is interviewing people and they're eating spice. I'm sure you've seen that show. And they're blowing their brains out. Some of them are not, and there's Indians. I think Padma Lakshmi, Vijay Lakshmi, one of these Lakshmis, she's like, bring on more chili, bitch. This is nothing. I'm an Indian. And I can bet you every Indian who's seeing this would be like, put me there. I'll beat that. We take great pride in our chili. I think most Asians do. I'm sure Dak here, he will appreciate, he or she will appreciate. It is a chili thing. That's why they voted yes. Chili, please. We want more chili. Life gets fun, more chili. By the way, this is not that hot, let me tell you. If this was one of those champion chilies, now I wouldn't be jumping around like this. These fellows are crazy, man. Chili. So what is happening to our brain? No, we are getting a response which is unique. It's a brand new response. It doesn't happen so easily. Our brains don't figure out what chili really means, and that is why chili has a burning effect. The default function, it's a TRP01 some gene that expresses itself this way, that when you eat chilies, you feel that you've got your tongue is on fire. But this is not just chili, by the way, okay? There's sweet. Oh, shucks, man. I forgot to get the tamarind also. So I will be gone for about 30 seconds. So pardon me. Not now. I still have this to finish. By the way, look what happened. I bashed the peanut in and some of the peanut let out its oil. Cool, no? I will add salt to this and then I will add some coriander. Coriander is, this will be cool. I don't know if you've heard of this. Brian, do you know what this is? This is a special, well, it's not special, it's special for us. But we call it dhania, coriander. It has a similar leaf structure like, I don't know, I've seen people calling it parsley. PARLSEY. Is that right? But I don't think this is parsley. This is not the same thing. Man, these chilies smell so good. I wish you could smell them. These are fresh. I just got them. I just plucked them from the roof 15 minutes ago. 15 minutes before the stream started. So this is getting bashed. A nice flavor aroma is coming out of this. This is so good. Then I'll add some sesame oil to this. So as you can imagine, this is a full day thing. You can make this big box of this thecha. Remember the word thecha. It leaves you with this thing that we do. It's a response. In pranayam, there is a way to breathe through this. So you breathe with the air through your. Oh wow, this is nice and jolly. 2 more chilies, bro. That's it. I hope that's enough. Let's not go overboard. I need to eat this also. This is my lunch. Actually, this is very good lunch. And because it's made fresh. So let me tell you a story of Bombay. Yeah, this is why is it called? Why is this such a popular thing? It became popular in Mumbai. What was happening was a lot of these workers from east of India had come to, this is a Bengal thing. They had come to work in Bombay. Now, Gujus, the Gujarati tribe in Bombay that was there to do business, they quickly realized, guys, they're not going to give us license to cook along the beach. But these people want to come and enjoy the beach. The city is growing. What do? Let's use this puffed rice and make something nice out of it, fresh right there. So if there is urban legend Vittal, that's the name of the store in south of Mumbai, CST. That takes the credit for being the first 1900s. This is with chilies. Nagaland, on my first day of the mess, I gobbled up a small chingo. My God, bhujilakya. You ate up a bhujilakya in one go. Bro, you're very lucky. Yeah, cilantro. Cilantro is better. That's the correct. You would like to. So the down soup. Hey, that's cool. Down sup. Am I pronouncing it right? Down sup? No, man. Indians didn't invite hot and spicy. What is beras? Oh, that's what you're saying. Ruti beras. Bro, ruti. We have roti. Is that bread? We have roti. See how languages intertwine with each other, man. They're so close to each other, no? Nagaland? That's one crazy place, Akshay. I want to go to East. I have not traveled East, man. It's one of those areas. I've traveled a lot in India, but I've not seen East. For some reason, I've just never gone beyond. Sikkim only I've not seen. Kolkata is probably the eastmost I've gone. West. I need to. I've lived more along the west side, now. Again, for the rest of you, India is huge. It's not just because of the land, but also because of the number of people. So there is just so much of cross mingling going on. The variety, it's like a farm. It's like aquaponics. You can do multi-cropping, no? What an example! I just blew my own brain. These smells are good. Oh man, I wish I could. I wish you could smell this. This is smelling like chili and peanut and wow. Okay, let's get some sesame oil in. This is black sesame oil, and I think it will go. I will add some cayenne also to this. Yeah, what the hell? Why not? I think this is enough oil. Look, can you see what this has done to it? It's just coagulated the whole thing, and this is less oil. I think I should add a little bit more oil. These are just fresh. I'll add salt, and I will add the parsley, the cilantro, the coriander, the dhania. In India, this rice, these puffed rice, these fellows have amazing number of names. Every 500 kilometers or so, you'll go, you'll find this everywhere. So what is happening was, okay, so let me tell you, so these Gujus figured out that the city is growing, people are coming and they need fresh food. On the beach, we won't get licenses to cook. No, open flames, not allowed. So this is a good substitute. And there started the story of bhel. It became popular in Bombay. And man, I'm telling you, the bhel in Mumbai, you will not get this anywhere else. I don't know what they do, how they do, what's special about what they do. And another thing, this doesn't need to refrigeration. So you can imagine how that saves on your costs. And it's phenomenal, isn't it? Okay, now coriander is going to go two ways. One, I'm going to put coriander straight in, as you can see. I'm dumping this straight in. No much, no fuss. This is going to get bashed in, okay? And the other one, no stems. The coriander stems will stand out. So you need to be patient and take them all out one by one. Some coriander goes in like this, and some coriander will go raw without any chopping. Coriander is key. This is going to bring a lot of freshness and lightness. You know, I'll show you what bhujia I'm going to add. I know this must be crazy. Brian, you love this. Have you ever seen this? These are local things that we Indians make. You must have heard of Haldiram's. Have you heard of Haldiram's? It's a 32,000 crore company now. They've been making this same murmura. This came to India 70s. This is a very, very old product, and Haldiram has been making, many of these guys make it. It's not just Haldiram, but it's a phenomenal product, and well, obviously fun to eat. You should eat this. If you've not got it, I still don't know if you've got your hand. Kothmeer. Kothmeer is the Maharashtrian name for this. Very nice. There you go. I've maintained this with everybody I know from outside India, that India is such a large country. Oh, I'll spice this up like a bhel and tell you the story. So what happened? I used to go to Bombay and I used to go look for rooftops where I can grow food, and it was going well. Lots of rooftops. Everybody wanted to do this. Some people wanted to give me some money also for it. Why it didn't pan out, we'll discuss that later. But interestingly, in my journeys, I happened to be staying in hostels where I would be meeting people from all over the world. The best 8-10 months of my life. Truly, you get to meet and you get to learn so much from everybody. And I met people from literally all over the world. Everybody would be like, what are you saying? Growing food on the rooftop? That's not possible. I met a German woman. And she's asking me, I said, I'm from India. So she's telling me, which part of India are you from? And for some reason, I was already quite ragged and I just flipped. Meaning, why I flipped? I'm like, listen, you're from a landlocked little piece of land. Okay? You go crazy when you see the beach. We've got the largest coastline. We've got so many more people. I mean, how much do you know about India that you're asking me which part of India I'm from? The entire hostel was like silent and it was like, whoa. We are not in touch. Well, obviously I tickled the German off. I mean, she didn't like the fact that I think it was rude. Well, come on, give me a break. I'm allowed to be rude once in a while. All right. Carolina. Oh man, Carolina Reapers. I have heard horror stories of these things. I have heard that they have like bunch of trials going on this chili. Yeah. People are like, this is a chili that was made as a biological weapon. But you know what, Brian? The Reaper is not the most right now. I'm not updated with this because chilies is basically become a massive game, bro. The game is that you're growing a specific strain which is not accessible to anybody else, and you can make something out of it which is got a very penchant, unique flavor. That's what I was trying to tell you, that chilies leave a memory. Chilies are a very unique concept. Like the nightshade family, they have a direct connection to our brain. See, all food has connection to our brain, but these foods, they make us feel something, which is why the brain remembers it. So if you're in the company of someone and you eat chili food, you will remember that engagement more. You will tend to remember that lunch, that crazy chili experience. See this, how this guy remembers it, Akshay. He remembers. I mean, he's done. Obviously, there's a lot has happened, and maybe I'm talking about chili that has led him on. But that memory of that experience is so bloody crazy. Your mind goes mad, nuts, and I'm sure all of us have experienced it. If it happens to you where you've eaten too much chili, get some fats. Eat like some ghee or some cream or something. Avoid water. Water is not going to help you. The fats will dissolve the capsaicin. The chili causing component will get dissolved. So it will, whatever is the sensation will go away. And once it goes into your stomach, the hydrochloric acid is like, what's up, bitch? You're trying to trouble my peoples? And before you know it, that capsaicin is like, whoops, went down the wrong hole. Sorry about that. All right, so let me now get to the chopping part. So this is the fun part, and obviously this is, well, some say fun, some say no fun. This is what it looks like. Have you said? Did I show you what this final thing looks like? Okay. See this. I've just bashed some of the, and I added some oil. Okay. This is going to be used eventually. I've not added salt to this, so I think I should first add salt and get this prepped up before I move to the chopping. Vegetables chopping should be the lowest priority and the latest thing to do. I will add good salt. It requires lots of salt. That's it, only salt and no pepper, huh? No pepper, no cider, no kakvi. Today is no kakvi. Although I'm very tempted to add kakvi because I didn't get my lemon. So the sari flavor, you're looking at attacking all flavors. Keep this in mind. All of the flavors. As many as possible. That's why no two people make the same bhel. No two stalls, no two shops will carry the same flavors. In fact, no two people will make the same bhel. It's like chai, like tea. In India, we have this concept of chai. Have you tried chai yet, Brian? You're the only one who's outside from outside India, except you and Dak. So I'm sorry, you the guys are prime suspects for all the humor. You were rude with the gym. Yeah. I took the. But I'll tell you what. The way she spoke to me was what triggered me. But I could have been. I could have handled it better. I agree. If she's listening, and I'm sorry. Here in Sarawak, we usually use coriander for soup toppings. Sure, coriander is. How do you grow it? Figure this out, Dak. Tell me, how do you grow coriander? Kotmir is the name for it. Very nice. Super spicy food supposedly works as antidepressant to some extent. Now you have led me on to this is what you do, man. You card player. I like this. Now, what is going on? What is this antidepressant thing really all about? Pause and reflect. It's about me feeling less depressed. So, if I ask you to just do 10 burpees, believe me, you will feel less depressed. Now you're getting what I'm saying. How a doctor, how pharmacology approaches health. They use the words that make us feel good about it. So it's an easy sell. I'm looking for a less depressed state. What can I do? Hey, listen, just do some burpees. Oh, that takes effort. Putting a pill in takes no effort. It's fine. So what if it just gets me a little drugged? You know, the natural cannabis, if you consume the natural cannabis, you will never have, you will have an adverse reaction or you'll have a pleasurable reaction. You wouldn't be sitting slumped in a chair like they usually. That's why they say the word is stoned. You're getting stoned. Thankfully, we are making seed oil that has no psychotropic material, and therefore it is fun, it is gorgeous, it is filled with nutrition. Okay, I've just got lost track of what I'm supposed to do, because once I start chopping the onions, I can't go back. The clock ticks, right? The bacteria attack the onions and it starts to take away the crunchiness from it. So I should be fast about it. I think I'll get my bowl and let's just go deep. Let's dive into the deep end. What do you guys say? I've never made this before outdoors, all right? And it's not like I make this for a living. So don't judge me, but you can surely judge this fellow. Just check this out, man. It doesn't get bigger than this. Ooh. Can you see this? Look at the size of this thing. I'm making for a family of 4. So I'll just chop my veggies in straight in, all right? That there is no special behavior or special things that need to be done to make this work. Oh, I forgot to tell you one important ingredient, which is one of my favorites. Must be there with everything. What is it called? Aloo. All right, Brian, this is for you. Dag, this is for you. What is aloo? What is aloo? Drum roll. Wait. Don't jump to conclusions. This is just a humble potato. Aloo is potato, just boiled potato. This really goes very well with these fellows love these fellows. Yes. It's made this whole, in Indore, I also never eaten it yet, but in Indore, which is absolutely bang middle part of India, they make this bhel with corn. Okay, they boil the corn, remove it from its skin, the seed, and cool, no? Imagine somebody thought that makke ka bhel is the way to do it. Whoa. Look at this asparagus jumping all over. What am I talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Aspergus Niger. Am I saying it right? I'm sorry, I don't remember. Am I saying, is it called asparagus or asparagus, or the Latin and Greek people had their own way of doing things. But so do we Indians. We have our own accent. Don't we? I need to keep this carefully, otherwise these onion leaves will float all over and catch me sometime when I'm not watching. Yep. Today is a busy table. Actually, this will happen the moment you start making bhel. That's why you would have noticed when you see people who are making bhel. If you come to India, I'll take you around. You'll get a chance to meet people who make bhel, and they'll be standing like 10 feet apart, and all stalls packed. We Indians love our bhel. In Bombay, it's a ritual. Almost every other day, people will step out to eat bhel or chaat or something. So this food was getting really popular, and the reason for this popularity is this: it is so fast, so quick. Everything about it is good. It's fresh. It requires no refrigeration. Great shelf life for this. The raw materials. Raw materials are cheap, easily available. So then, why is it not expensive? What's up with that? Something that's so good, and plus it is so desired by the human. So how come it's cheap? Why isn't it expensive? Are you following my conversation? I got the goddamn bucket so that it gets easier for me to chop this onion. See this? Yeah, this is a deep dive bucket. Sorry. I don't mean to scare you. Please add some raw mango. There you go. This is an Indian talking. Raw mango. I don't have raw mango right now. Shals, I'm all out. But you're right. A raw mango means the green mango. Okay, guys. I don't. Brian, what does a mango cost in LA? Please enlighten us. Tell us how you treat mangoes, and then I will tell you how I abuse mangoes. Please, first, why don't you tell all of us what is the price of a mango in Los Angeles? Typically. And how big is it? Is it this big? Is it bigger than? It's bigger than this for sure. I'll wait for Brian to jump in. Let him share the number and let all of you gasp if you don't know this already. You know, in India, we, I hate to say this, but I know I'm a little guilty in saying this also, but we abuse mangoes. We just have so much of it, and we are so fortunate that this land gets to grow so much of it, and we eat so much of it. The British made a whole new fruit category, especially for mango. It's taxed differently, it's traded differently. You know what's the really crazy part about it from the farmer side of things? They have been trying to make a mango tree that can give fruit more than once in a year. They have put all their science, everything that they know on the line, and it has still not happened. How sad is it? Isn't it? I mean, there you go. So that's 249 each. Brian, you are getting a deal, I must say. If you are getting a that's how much? That's 200 rupees, Indian rupees. Bro, you're getting a cheap mango. We Indians are paying more for a mango than you are. In New Zealand, it's not the same. New Zealand, it's like $5, but that's a New Zealand dollar. That's not an American dollar. But imagine that. Do you grow mango there in the States? I don't think so. I don't think there is anybody who's. Have you been able to grow mangoes there? Okay, I am not in touch with the mango growing story, but Maharashtra, the coastline of Maharashtra, that grows the most. It is so good that they put up an airport there. This is all before the pandemic hit. Yeah, it's a huge farmyards and yards and acres of mango growing plants. Now here's the thing. So you've never seen me chop onions this way, right? This is something which you might want to see. This is an important part of making this food item. You're going to be chopping your veggies, dicing them as small as possible. And I'm starting with the onions because once these onions, I will keep them in the fridge. They will start to react with the outside air and the bacteria it's meant for my internal bacteria. These outsiders will have a ball. Not good, not good. The idea is and obviously it has to be made fresh. So it's a good exercise. I mean, if you have somebody over at home, right, you just kind of put them in one corner and tell them about something about this food item from India. And if you have an Indian, tell them about something and they probably might just take over from you. They'll say, listen, you don't know how to make. Let me help you how to make. And you'll be like, fine, I'll finish my game. That's a card to play. Sorry, my chopping board is a little small and I'm going slow because usually, no, obviously, that's why I don't do this for a living, right? Because I'm so slow. And bhel can be made. This is called bhel, guys. If you didn't catch the word, BHEL, bhel. No, it's not an acronym. If you can make this with anything, any food item. You can use quinoa, you can use millets, you can use any popped kernel based. No software here. I'm just telling you, any seed that you have popped into a popcorn like thing, you can use it to make this Indian rice salad. Hey, that's what they would be calling it there, don't they? They call it the Indian rice salad. Is that right? Have you seen this in a restaurant somewhere? Brian, have you noticed them serving this in a restaurant somewhere? Guys have to stick around to see what it looks like. The Indians on this live stream will probably be judging me and telling me I can make better. And I'm sure you can. That's the thing with food growing too. Yesterday, one of my producers came, no? So they're on the rooftop and they're telling me, I hope they're not listening in. It's okay, they won't feel bad. So they're telling me, listen, you do this in your farm. Okay, something. You do it this way in the farm. I said, okay. You mean to say 200 rupees? You do it this way. I'm like, each parent to their own. Fair. Now, bhel is of two types. Like in Gujarat, you get the sev bhel puri, which is a dryish version, which has less wetness in it. And the second option is oli bhel. Oli bhel is wet, it has liquid components in it. So it's obviously it's got a timeline. It's a ticking clock because it's going to get soggy and messy. You've got to play with this to realize how much of sogginess is there in it. If you leave it outside one monsoon night, it'll get soggy. Good news is you can just microwave it back again and it regains its crispness completely. Just make a small little pop of small hole in the bag and put the whole bag in the microwave. And in just less than 30 seconds, 40 seconds, you will get your beans, these little fellows, white turds. They'll be crispy again. They are phenomenally tasty. In fact, they're made from rice, so it is actually rice. It's just good, great fresh food to make and eat. Okay, now I am feeling hungry. My 20-minute clock has come in. I think so. I've crossed my 20. Oh, more than that. I'm 45 minutes in. My ghrelin levels are shooting up. But I need to show you this, guys. It's one of the most fun things you can make, eat, and it goes down within 15 minutes. It works very well with any of these black carbonated drinks. No, don't worry. If your system already is saturated on your fat levels, you will not need to worry about this because your body will not absorb those fats. Think about what I'm saying. So it's a wonderful strategy. So you keep yourself safe, just consume good quality food. Good quality food doesn't mean that it's basically food for your nerves. That's where this plant comes in, man. This plant is so valuable for that. That's why pharmaceutical guys love it. It's their go-to plant for everything. And they will keep doing this. As long as we don't question them, they will keep doing this. They will keep this knowledge of this plant away from us and make us retain our biases towards it. Well, smart people are different, aren't they? It's the hills people's. Now, how much of this should I add is dependent on wait. First, we should take on our tom-toms. These tomatoes are important. Now, oh, that's an interesting thing. How do I do it? Should I just squash it? I've never done this before. No, I think this is going to take a little while. Man, my patience is running out. I can so feel it, This is one of those things that so the idea, I'll tell you, sorry, I'm rambling. You can make out I'm rambling. Can you not make out I'm rambling? Because I am now hungry and my brain is not coherent. It's jumping between sentences and emotions and wanting to say something to you, think something. It's planning. My ghrelin levels are telling me stop doing what you're doing, get some food in. It's a survival thing that is happening now to me, which is why my entertainment value is going down. Is that a good phrase to use? I think that's a fair phrase to use. And this actually, it's the aroma. I'm not kidding. It is the aroma. That is what gets to you. It gets your juices on. It gets your bile on. Everybody, the liver is like, oh, all right, food's coming. And like, hey, listen, it's been 45 minutes. It's not like we're paying for this. Oh, that reminds me. I have to tell you something really controversial, guys. So I thought I'm going to tag this person on Instagram and really go after them publicly because they are an important person in the ecosystem, at the startup ecosystem, in the sense that this person has a lot of influence, a lot of respect, and obviously what they say and what they do will directly impact minds, and it will have a wake effect, WAKE, wake effect. Oh, interesting. The opposite of sleep is also wake. Quite interesting. Meaning to say that when we sleep, we create the wake for the next day. Holy shit. There is a big question, why we sleep. What is the real reason that we sleep? And I need more tomatoes, man. I am now hungry and I have become lazy and I'm beginning to lose it. Welcome to the dark side. You've never been with me for more than 60 minutes. I will shortly turn into a werewolf. Be watchful. I might just jump out of the screen. It might be a little late there, isn't it? Brian, what time is it for you there, bro? Sorry, I hope I've been not keeping you awake. I mean, I'm sorry, there are women in the house, so I'll reserve my humor, or I'll filter my humor. Well, at least I'm filtering it. There are many who wouldn't even have a filter. That's one of the things that I have to be watchful for. I can't just say anything. I remember I used to use a phrase when I used to crush the garlic. I don't remember. I don't think you were paying attention. You wouldn't have caught me saying it. Anywho, forget about all those things. We are going to add the potato. Potato. See this potato? This is the potato. Oh, I didn't get my papdi also. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm shorthanded on a couple of things. These things are important. This is what brings the flavor out into the whale. All of these little things, there's lemon juice to be involved. There is going to be some, I will add salt. All of this is not salted, right? So it's when you put this in your mouth, you will lack that. There is, sorry, I didn't mean to get all scientific on you, but you know what I'm saying. And then we will bounce this loudly. I'll show you. That's actually the fun part of it. If you go to a stall that makes bhel, you'll see this guy will bring his spoon and he'll be jumping around while he's rotating this. Yeah. All right, let me get my puffs on. I'm just smelling if it is tasting good. Mm. Mm. Sorry, I know you can't see me. Give me a second. Whoa, the chili is so powerful. The Thai has happened, bro. That happened. Man, this is spicy as shit. All right, time for the real test. I'm going to add. God, this chili is. The chili sweats are about to arrive, but it's very good. It's so savory. It's got amazing flavors. You seeing this? It looks like these black turds floating in the middle. Man, it's gonna all make sense in just a few seconds. I've still not added enough salt to it, so it requires more salt for sure. The onions and the tomatoes. And I've not added lemon. There's no tamarind. Wow, today has been a poorly performing. I will make this again for you guys for sure. Today the focus was on this. This is what I wanted to make today and see how it will come out. I just tasted it. It's brilliant. A little bit of lemon for sure. That's something which I should add. And I don't. All the lemons are downstairs, so we will have to work with what? Hey, listen. Let's try cider. I have not tried cider in this before ever. This will be a fun new experiment. You need something sari, right? So I'm adding this instead of lemon juice. Yeah, let's see what happens to this after this. Okay, and I will add one thing which is the deciding element, which is this farsan thing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen something like this before. Well, the Indian boys would have already seen. Look at this. This is that thing that the word is farsan. It's a thing that does all the things. It will do the respective things that you need to get the things. It's the complete thing. So you just bounce this all together. There's chili, there's spice, there is, well, in this case, there's less of sourness. But the tomato hopefully should give me some punch. Let's see, is it worthy? The smells are good. It's smelling nice, but it's definitely nowhere close to the way they do this out there in Mumbai. But let's try. It's crispy, so that's good. The chili is good. There's less salt, but the mixture that I put, this packet thing, it's called farsan. Farsan. You'll have to figure this out, bro. Brian, for you. Dak, You both, well, Brian has a word to teach me. Brian, where are you from originally? Can you teach me a word that only you and your people know? And same with you for Dak. I just taught you Farsan. It's beginning to grow on me. It is. It's a fantastic snack. That's for sure. As you can imagine, like you can just see, there's really nothing in it that's going to. And you know what? This much, this size. You're seeing this? Wait, hang on. I'll show you. This much, I can eat alone, and so can you. But point is that you'll barely finish 15 minutes of a movie. So that's, well, unfortunate, but very tasty. Try this. Tell me how it goes, and I'm going to make this again. This time I'll add some tamarind chutney, some more lemon, and I'll maybe dhania chutney. I'll see. Dhania chutney is the chutney, bro. This is what it is. Chutney, chutney, chutney. So you can make a chutney out of anything. I'll see you again tomorrow with a brand new effort. Bye. Have a great day.